you try to take this castle, but you will never succeed, Skeletor.
What's up, everybody? I'm your host Jesse B with Pop the Trunk Toys, and today we are featuring an all-new Masterverse He-Man Revelations Sorceress. Now, this is the Sorceress from the Netflix show of Revelations, and I've been waiting for her for quite a long time. She looks very, very cool. When I seen her in the, the previews and whatnot, I was like, man, I gotta have that. But you can see her in the window. She looks fairly screen accurate. So I just want to say, man, I'm glad to have her. On the side, you got a nice picture of her. I love the art. You see a Skeletor in the background right here. Pretty cool. On the back, she's doing her thing. You got the next wave right here. You can see her little bio if you like. On the side, it says Sorceress. Bottom, absolutely nothing. Alright, let's get this package open. Alright, bust out the handy dandy, slice it through. Now, it's been a minute since I brought you a Masterverse, but I did get flooded with quite a few. Let's see. Alright, so packaging seems pretty minimum. She has 2 hands and a staff. Alright, let me get it out of the packaging. We'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, and we're back, and we got the Sorceress here, suited, booted, ready to rock and roll. And first up for accessories, we have the staff. Looking very cool. Has a nice eagle crest on the top. Coming straight down. It's all one single mold, all one color, and that done in the white. And it has the little ball on the bottom. There you go. You can see the detailing in the plastic mold. Looking fairly decent. And she can hold it like so. Oh, make me alive. Alright. Her hands are a little stiff, so gotta come in from the bottom. And then you're able to put it in her hand like so, and she'll hold it just fine. It is up in the air without any support from the floor. Next up, we have the magical hands right here, movements where she's doing casting a spell or something. Does have the pivoting wrist in there, fairly stiff, but it is there. And you can see that she looks like she's about to, pull up some sorceress type stuff, like so. Conjuring up something with these hands. And you got another one doing the same thing on the other side. So when you have her, she'll be like, woo! Alright. They look fairly well. Awesome. Alright, now as for the Sorceress herself, she is done quite well. I want to say the face sculpt looks excellent. The bird work on top, the eagle helmet or whatever you want to call it, looks amazing. It looks great. In the packaging, she is fantastic looking. You get her out of the packaging, she looks fairly good. It's really good in hand. It's really stiff though, because you got this shoulder pads right here. It seems not to hinder her movement a little bit, for her trying to pick up her hands and do movement, or conjure some spells or something. It kind of hinders the whole movement thing. But with her cape, it does have wraparounds for the hands, or for her arms, so you can get that whole draping kind of thing, you know, like she's picking up her hands, the wings are flaring like so. Pretty cool. I mean, they didn't have to put that in there, but it's awesome that they did. Nice little attempt for it. On the back you can see how it had like 2 different cloths for the wings, the winged cape, whatever you want to call it. Looks pretty good, not bad. And then you got the plastic vinyl, soft vinyl goods, you know, for her clothes on top. Got a little design on the top of her stomach and whatnot. Pretty good, nice and basic. This is probably one of their most basic of figures, but it does the job and it plays the part. I would like to say that, you know, if you guys have, you know, purchased the figure, you will be happy with it. She does look good, pretty amazing. All right, let's move on to articulation. Her head is on a ball joint in there, but because of her head crest and whatnot, and the helmet, it doesn't really articulate all that well. It's pretty stiff. I mean, you can get a little bit of side turns, you know, back and forth and whatnot. You might be able to, I want to say, lean it down just a tad bit, but like trying to look up or nothing like that, you won't be able to do. If you take off, you know, the rubber bands for the arms, they can rotate around if you like, or swivel back and forth, you know, get you up to here and get that wing flaring look. She got the bicep swivel. Her arm is double jointed, so it will get you a good bend in there. You want to bend it. These always give me a hard time because they're pretty stiff right here, so I don't really like to get them all too loose anyways to break it up, but it will do so if you want. The wrist will swivel, and it has the movement in there for the hand to go back and forth. The fingers are, you know, molded into one position. Flare out a little bit. You got the upper torso movement where you get, you know, the waist swivel, or upper chest swivel, should I say. On the bottom is where it gets pretty stiff. You got the plastic vinyl that doesn't do you really any justice, but like to get it back, like almost forget it. Front kick, you could try to part it through the clothes, but you know, very limited. The knee can bend. It is double jointed too as well. You can hear me stressing on that, but it's fairly stiff, but it goes really good. There is the upper thigh cut in there that will get you the swivel too. Right here she has the boot swivel. Also for the ankle, he has the up and down tilt. And let's see, is there a rocker in there? Depending on the angle, you can rock, you know, get some angle movements in there too as well. He also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but the upper boot cut in there too as well. Seemed like I got a little nick on mine right there. See the little blue mark? But she looks fantastic. I mean, don't get me wrong, really cool figure. I was excited to have her, get her good, but I almost wanted to leave her in the packaging and wish I never took her out. She's just a little bit stiff, too stiff for my liking. I wanted her more posable. But awesome job here for a Masterverse figure. Maybe if they would have went like, you know, softer goods right here on her outfit, might have been a little bit better for articulation and whatnot. But she kind of is a stiff character, you know. You don't really, I mean, she walks around, does her magic, does not like she's, you know, kicking and fighting in action and whatnot. But you know, she just conjures up stuff and hits you with the staff. Pretty cool, not too bad. Alright, I would like to do some size comparisons really quick, but I don't really have any of my Motu figures out. Alrighty, we're back for some size comparisons, folks. Now, I don't really have any of my Masterverse out lately. I haven't done one of the videos for a while, and I got my stuff kind of hanging up on the wall already. But I do have a New Age Galvatron KO Oversize, which you can see right there. And because I've been doing some Transformers videos, this is what I got out. And I got a Fans Toys Jazz, just, you know, for some scale and whatnot, just to see. And that's how tall she is. Alright, that's it for my scale. Alrighty folks, I went back for the final minute. I just gotta say, if you haven't yet, folks, go out there and pick up your Sorceress. She is done very well. She looks, I mean, she looks fantastic, honestly. She's really good design. I haven't had a Sorceress ever, like I could say. And I, you know, was pretty happy with her when I got her, you know, in the packaging and whatnot. Was a little bit slightly disappointed when I took her out of the package, just because of how stiff she is. And it's not really too much posing and whatnot, but you can get some cool poses. And if you ever notice, she doesn't really do too much, you know, she's not flying through the air doing acrobats or nothing like that. So she could be pretty stiff, you know, on the shelf too as well. Just pose her however you want her, or conjuring something, whatever you like. Alrighty folks, this is starting to conclude my video here for the Sorceress. If you haven't yet, please hit the like and subscribe. It does help out my channel. This is Jesse B signing out until the next time. Y'all have a good one.